Welcome back to Let's Cook! Guess I'm still in the mood to recreate some of my favorite foods, so this time, red bean paste desserts. I've always liked red bean buns, and mochi, and taiyaki, but never had the ingredients or the opportunity to try and make them myself. But now, I've got the beans and the sugar, which is all I really need to make some red bean paste. All the recipes today are adapted from Just One Cookbook and Japanese Cooking 101, so shout out to them. For the red bean paste, take 1 cup of the adzuki beans, rinse and remove any broken beans or rocks pretending to be beans, the imposters. Afterwards, cover with enough water to reach 1 to 2 inches above the beans and bring to a boil. Drain, cover again with the same amount of water, and cook for 1 to 1.5 hours until they are soft and easily smoosh between your fingers. From here, you can grind the beans for a smooth paste, or follow me right now into Chunky Land. Over low heat, add half of 3/4 of a cup of sugar to the beans, stir to dissolve, and then add the rest of that cup of sugar. You can also add salt, about half a teaspoon, kosher, before cooking down until it thickens. We're looking for a clean, stable line draw across the bottom of the pot. Once achieved, you can refrigerate it until it is fully chilled, or freeze it for up to 2 months prior to using. Since I have a massive bag of sweet rice flour from I don't even remember where, I think Daifuku Mochi is a good place to start to use our paste. For a full batch of about 8 to 12 mochi, you're going to need 3/4 of a cup of sweet rice flour, 1/4 of a cup of sugar, and 3/4 of a cup of water, mixed in a microwave-safe bowl until well combined. Cover in plastic wrap and cook on high in the microwave for 1 minute, and then give it a stir with a wet spatula. Cook again, same time, same place, same stirring. Then another 30 seconds of cooking until the appearance is translucent. On a heavily cornstarch surface, immediately roll out the mochi with a heavily starched rolling pin. Probably don't try to do it on a sheet tray. I was trying to save a step because once it's thin, about 3/16 of an inch, we're going to relocate this sheet to the fridge for 15 minutes. No more, because then it'll get too firm to cut. No less, because then it's too gooey to work with. Cut into your favorite circle size and dust off the excess starch before plopping in what's probably too much filling and pinching closed. Ta-da! The first of probably 2 red bean desserts for this episode. I think I don't quite have the folding down. It doesn't look like the mochi I've bought in the past. But hey, taste is always the most important part, right? So let's take a bite and... It's definitely chewier. I would even say tougher than I'd like. I think that's a technique problem.
It's all in the technique.
Maybe I just didn't roll it thin enough. I don't think the baking sheet helped. But with some practice, I could probably make it faster and thinner and better. For the red bean paste itself, this is the first time I'm really giving it a good taste. And it's a little watery and a touch beanier than I thought it would be. And also, surprisingly, too sweet. I have a pretty decent sweet tooth, and usually these types of desserts are a little more mellow in terms of sugar. A little too sweet for me. Maybe using this in some dorayaki will help balance things out. So, our dorayaki starts with 2 eggs, a half a cup of sugar, and a tablespoon of honey, mixed with 3/4 of a cup of milk. Afterwards, we whisk in 1 1/4 cups of all-purpose flour with a teaspoon of baking powder until smooth. On a non-stick pan, lightly lubed, we're going to drop in 1/8 of a cup of batter, or 2 tablespoons, and cook it like you would a pancake, flipping once the bubbles on the side settle, about 2 minutes for side 1 and 1 minute for side 2. Cover with a damp towel while you prepare the others. To form the final food, place a tablespoon of red bean paste between the 2 pancakes and make a little sandwich, pinching the sides to try and seal it. I find that the plastic wrap helps with this delicate procedure, but to be honest, I'm kind of disappointed this is how you make a dorayaki. I've bought them before from Asian markets, and I always thought it was like some kind of special stuffing process, like, I don't know, an evil skiver or something, but nope. just a sandwich. Let's see how this one fares compared to its mochi brother. Nom 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 nom. You know, it's funny. With the mochi, there's just way too much bean paste per wrapping. But for the dorayaki, it's the opposite problem. One day, I'll get a dessert that's perfectly balanced. But something I noticed oddly is now that the bean paste had a little bit more time to chill in between making these two, it tastes a lot better. It's not as watery, and the sweetness mellowed a little bit, so let that be a lesson. Let your bean paste chill properly. And those are the wise words I will leave you with today. Thank you very much for watching. Hey all, postscript Mike here, talking over these cat bloopers. After I filmed this, I actually made the smooth red bean paste as well by grinding up the beans in my food processor after they reached that smoosh stage. And it was pretty good. It was actually easier to tell when it was done compared to the chunky version. And with my past experience, it wasn't too sweet, nor was it too watery. I also remade the dorayaki with some of the leftover bean paste, and I had some leftover pastry cream too, so I put those together, and it was pretty good. So yeah, bye.